rolling up our sleeves. I'm Brian Moore, and this is Focus NNS. We're here at the Newport News Shipbuilding vaccination site at the old Apprentice School Gymnasium. Vaccinations against the COVID-19 virus are well underway now as we continue to battle this deadly and disruptive disease. We'll have the story. Plus, the Virginia-Class Submarine Program is moving along with some important milestones. We'll tell you all about them. And gearing up for the overhaul of USS John C. Stennis, CVN 74. Those stories and more are coming up, but first on deck, doing battle with coronavirus one shot at a time. Newport News shipbuilders are rolling up their sleeves, doing their part to save lives and end this pandemic.
Good to finally get it in and be able to get people in line and get shots in arms. It's great to have such a strong team of people to work with and be able to pull this all together.
Newport News shipbuilders are taking advantage of the shipyard's vaccination program as hundreds roll up their sleeves and take the shot against COVID-19.
The company is saying, hey, we care about you and we want you to be safe.
The shipyard has teamed up with Quad Med from the Huntington Ingalls Family Health Center to get shots in arms.
It's a privilege to be here and be able to provide this service to the Newport News shipbuilders. Beyond rewarding. You never expect this. We've never seen anything like this before. And to have this amount of impact so quickly in the last year is rewarding. It's why people like me went into healthcare in the first place, because you want to help people, and we're saving lives and we're really excited to be part of this.
Oh wow, that's quick.
We're really, really pleased, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback from individuals that have already gone through, and we've got a great group of staff here to take care of you, and then we're doing 15 minutes of observation with an actual provider on site to make sure that everything goes as planned before you leave. This is a 2-shot series, so when you come in, we're going to give you your appointment for the second dose. We will remind you of that so that you know when to come back, but it's really important that you fulfill both doses to have the vaccine be fully effective.
Shipbuilders are glad for the opportunity and appreciate the effort. The vaccination process is now open to all shipbuilders. You can register for the shot online and an appointment notification will follow. Shipbuilders who have been vaccinated say they're glad to get it done, and they encourage others to as well.
It was actually painless. I mean, I actually didn't even realize I was getting the shot at the time I was. I never even felt it. Just I'm on board with trying to beat this virus and get vaccinated so we can try to get this back behind us and get life back to normal.
I just say, just look at your family. I lost family members, and I wish they would have had a chance at the vaccine, honestly, because they could still be here right now. So I just look at everybody's situation is different, but just lean on your family and God and make the right decision to me.
It's just added protection. And we still have to do our part also to keep the virus from spreading, and that is by wearing your mask and social distancing, washing your hands, and being mindful of your surroundings.
1, 2, 3.
All right, and remember, you will be notified through your supervisor or through an email of your appointment to get vaccinated. However, if you are able to get vaccinated through your local health department, through your private health care provider, or at a local pharmacy, please go ahead and do so. Don't wait. Get vaccinated. There is much more information about all of this on the 411 Newport News Shipbuilding website. From transportation information to frequently asked questions to how the process will work, please go take a look at the site and do your part to keep everyone safe. Now, let's take a look at some other news from around the yard. While there is light at the end of the tunnel, the disruption from COVID-19 continues. The Apprentice School is canceling its 2021 spring sports season. The list of sports affected includes baseball, men's basketball, women's basketball, wrestling, and football. A decision on golf and some other information on moving forward will be made in April.
We've tried to really kind of lay the foundation for that family atmosphere. So I know they've had to rely on one another just to kind of get through this tough challenge and this uncertain time.
A lot of things are going on because with a lot of negative things going on in life, you know, if you tend to dwell on those things, it'll kind of keep you down. So I learned to try to find the positive things in life and keep pushing forward and find something in it to make you happy.
Newport News Shipbuilding renews participation in the Virginia Environmental Excellence Program, or VEEP, as an Enterprise E4 participant, which is VEEP's highest level. The program encourages and assists facilities and organizations that have strong environmental records to go above and beyond legal requirements. The designation means NNS is committed to measures for continuous and sustainable environmental progress and community involvement. Participation in the program provides a number of benefits for NNS, including public recognition, permit fee discounts, and a single point of contact within the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality. Newport News Shipbuilding is gearing up for the $2.9 billion refueling and complex overhaul of USS John C. Stennis, CVN 74. The contract was officially awarded in February. The overhaul will include the refueling of the ship's reactors, as well as extensive modernization work to more than 2,300 compartments, hundreds of tanks and systems, and major upgrades in the propulsion plant, flight deck, and combat systems. USS Stennis is the 7th Nimitz-class carrier to undergo this major life cycle milestone. More than 4,000 Newport News Shipbuilding employees will support the effort. Turning now to USS George Washington's refueling and complex overhaul, work is progressing through its final outfitting and testing phase here at Newport News Shipbuilding. Shipbuilders and sailors work together on the flight deck, lowering cylinders into the catapult troughs. The catapult system allows the ship to perform what it does best, launching and recovering naval aircraft when it returns to the fleet. The ship is on track to redeliver in 2022. Newport News Shipbuilding breaks ground on the latest Habitat for Humanity project. A small, socially distanced gathering was held in March for the Hunter family, with Vice President of Trades for Newport News Shipbuilding, Xavier Beal, in attendance. He's the executive sponsor of the project and was on hand for the event.
And as much as these projects benefit the families who call them home, they also provide shipbuilders with a fulfilling and meaningful way to give back to our communities.
The 3-bedroom, 1,200 square foot home is being built in the city's southeast community on land donated by the Newport News Redevelopment and Housing Authority. The Virginia-Class Submarine Program has some major milestones of its own. Aaron Pritchett with our Communications Division has that story.
No one ever said that shipbuilding would be easy, with plenty of challenges that present themselves and push everything you have to the limits. And if that is not enough, how about adding in a relentless pandemic on top of that that would appear to crush any and all hopes and dreams of ever getting the work done? But our shipbuilders are tough and have proven to persevere, especially the men and women of the Virginia-Class Submarine Program, who came together to achieve not one, but 2 major milestones on the exact same day, with the flooding and launching of Montana SSN 794 and reaching pressure hull complete for New Jersey SSN 796, inching another step closer to helping to bring these boats to life and eventually delivering them to the United States Navy.
It's amazing. I mean, most people only get a chance to see a submarine when it's in the water, you know. I get the opportunity to see the submarine on the floor. It's amazing. A lot of things have transpired since we laid a keel in New Jersey, you know. We've had a pandemic, you know, and a lot of times we depend on people to be to work and they can't come because of what's going on. But we managed to go through it, you know, and that's what we were here to do, you know, make it happen.
It may not look like much, but there's a lot going on. Pressure hull complete symbolized the submarine coming together from a module stage to a boat completion and that allows us to transition from an outfitting stage into a testing stage. You know, that right there is a major milestone for the team. From that point on, you know, it's just about executing and setting the stage to get into a launch mode. You know, pressure hull complete is a big plus. You know, we're about 8 months away from putting our boat in the water, and then we're going to be in the same position as the Montana.
This is the 10th Virginia-Class Submarine relaunched, and it's still an amazing process to see the boat come from dry land to go into the water for the very first time. Yeah, our floating dry dock is a unique dry dock because of its transfer capability, where you can roll a vessel onto it from land. And that feature allows us to launch the Virginia-Class submarines. In fact, it's our only means of launching those subs, so it's a vital asset to the company. We take great care of maintaining the dock up to the highest Navy standards for that type of work. Yeah, I take a lot of pride in this, and so does my team. We enjoy the launch days because every shipbuilder should enjoy the launch days. That's a day where the ship is freely floating in the water for the first time, and it just means that their work is proven at that point. The ship floats, and that's a basic principle for us, and we enjoy seeing that. It's a testament to the quality of work we do here at Newport News, where everybody plays a part in the process. So that's my part in the process, is me and my team, we get the ship out of the dry dock so that the shipbuilders down at the pier can finish it. So for us, it's rewarding and it's challenging to do so, but once the ship's out of the dry dock, we get to sit there and watch it sail down the river, and that's always a pretty sight.
Game on. You know, once we hit the water, it's game on. We've got a lot bigger challenge in front of us because now we're in the water. You know, when you're in the floating dry dock or you're in the building, you kind of got a safety net there. But now it's real, you know. Everything we do is critical, and it's just one step closer to delivering the product to the Navy. Makes me sleep easier at night, knowing, yeah, that we've got more coming. And you know, I hate to sound, you know, cliche, but yeah, I sleep good at night knowing that, you know, we're building the greatest Navy in the world. And although these shipbuilders make the meticulous and mesmerizing process of building these submarines look easy, it's more than meets the eye, as they take plenty of lessons learned and gear up for the next round in their never-ending commitment of always building good ships. For Focus NNS, I'm Aaron Pritchett. Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Great to see the progress there. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Focus NNS. Make sure you check out the 411 website for all the latest information on COVID-19 vaccinations and how we can all do our part to stop the spread. And for the latest shipyard news, check out our weekly publication, Currents, and download our free app, NNS To Go. It's available in the Google and Apple stores on your smartphones and tablets. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brian Moore.